been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. They'll run it from the gun. Shoots his way for more. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow thing.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message. They're going to be the more physical side today.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So UNLV's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Got it. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just missed just a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. The hand to the running back. Stopped almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Parrish. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Kansas State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. Nifty run there. Pick up of 6 out to the 25. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Petty. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Ready? First play of the period, first down here. Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Here we go. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the RPO, complete. At the 35, he's open. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch much if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Fires to the big fella. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Right back to the well. Turning it up! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for a score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 17 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Working on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of
There you see the mind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Kansas State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
691, Gators bar.
They'll try to blast their way in. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So first down will open up the final period.
Get set, get set.
The inside handoff. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the draw. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Turns it on down the left side. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it. Offense.
repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Ready. Green 25, go!
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he will get quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he drops the throw. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes the heat. The offense coughs it up. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when your defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep it.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Attack. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming
Offside.
back.
Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Great job by the defense, staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Running to Breeze. Powers through. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got to stop late.